Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Small audience today. Okay, I'm gonna kick it off. Delivery group quickly. The 9th of October, 2023, EMEA Americas. The upcoming out of office, please give it a look, especially the next 2 days. There is the London get together. This is a reminder for everybody. So there will be probably some limited availability by me tomorrow and probably in the morning on Wednesday. And I guess Amy as well, since we'll be there together. And yeah, more upcoming holidays for the part of the team. Also, the reminder, even if it's async, we have the AMA on Wednesday at 4 p.m. UTC. Please try to join, bring question and also answers if you can. And last notice that we are going to drop this section of the changelog addition. So from now on, it will not be present in the agenda anymore. Thank you, Amy, for removing it from the template.
And just to add to that, it doesn't mean that people shouldn't use the changelog. This is step one of, is it still useful? So if it is, keep using it and let's find a way of sharing. And if it turns out it isn't, we can work out how we do get that knowledge share happening.
Perfect. I just added a discussion point. The agenda is coming from a ping that I just got since. So we have got like a suggestion also having the dedicated team part of the demos of the dedicated zero downtime deployments. I think this is going to be extremely useful for us because maybe this is going to bring us some useful insight of people that are directly hands-on with the various tooling, like AMP, Instrumentor, and everything else. Because so far we mainly have Andrew that clearly has a very good understanding of everything, but maybe is a bit less hands-on with the tooling compared to also the team members that are working every week on the maintenance windows and adding features to this to the various tooling itself. I just added this more of as an FYI, but also to collect the feedback from the team to understand if you have any concern about that, and do you think it's going to be useful or not, or if we should find another format to have them included in the call. Any concern?
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Okay.
Because they are the ones working most closely with dedicated.
Yeah. And most of the times maybe we have some questions about, okay, can we do this with Instrumentor? Like we asked last time to Andrew, and maybe Andrew knows he worked on that, but it's not something that does every day. And I think having people that are actually knowing the in and outs and of the tooling, I think this would help us to remove these small roadblocks that maybe gonna take a couple of hours, a couple of days, something like that. That would help us to have a smoother project transition to the end. So let's see how it goes the first time. So I guess it's going to be this Wednesday, the first one. I'm not sure how many people are going to join for the simple reason that some of the dedicated itself team are also in other time zones. And this is not really in New Zealand friendly time zone, I would say. So let's see how it's going to be. If we start to see that we have a lot of discussions, a lot of comments, because I mean, we are doing this also to get more insight. So I'm expecting to have to need more time to answer the question or to provide some feedback. Maybe we're going to extend the demo of 10 minutes or so to be sure that we are going to fit it and we don't have to cut short in meaningful discussion that are going to bring some value. So I'll take it as a yes from everybody, if no one says explicitly no. And I'm gonna add the people to our invite starting from this Thursday. Any other topic for today's agenda to discuss?
Not a discussion, but just a heads up. You've all just been pinged on the delivery OKR discussion issue. So we've set that up so that hopefully it would be great to get just ideas. I think we have some directions that we could go in, but also there's always lots and lots of things that we haven't been able to prioritize or new things we should be considering. So please do join in the discussion. We probably have a little bit of an opportunity. Alessio is out until later this week. Skarbek's out till next week. So I think it's a good opportunity for raising up lots of ideas, trying to consider like what the different options we can take, and then through sort of mid to late next week we can actually bring those together and decide what makes most sense for this next quarter. And it doesn't mean if we don't pick something, or it doesn't necessarily make sense for Q4, it doesn't mean it shouldn't be raised, because sometimes it can give us a really good idea of what the next quarter should look like, and it actually gives us a sort of starting place to go from there. So please do, it's quite a long issue, so my apologies, but please do find a little bit of time to have a read through. You don't necessarily have to read every single link, but there's lots of context in there if you do want to dig into a bit more about how we've done this previously, or projects that we currently have paused because we ran out of capacity, or those sorts of things. So yeah, please help us pick the most useful things for Q4.
Okay. Any other topic?
I have one more thing. So just for your information, so actually we make the social, how do we call that, social event or meetup in Vienna happen in the end of this month, in October 27th. So if any of you can join, please just join. Especially, sorry to name you, but Ahmad, because you are there. I really looking forward to meet you there. Yeah. So and otherwise, if any of you can plan and enjoy, I mean, I think right now we just plan to have kind of like a dinner, so we have more time and event, some place to get to know each other. Especially, I know the other two who will join. So actually, there are only 3 people, including me. But the other 2, both of them are from the dedicated team. So I really think it makes sense to join, because we can talk with them about that project. Yeah.
When is the get together in Vienna?
Sorry, what did you ask?
Which day is the get together in Vienna?
It is October 27th.
Okay, thank you. October 27th is a Friday. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. I was just checking, maybe if I was passing by, but
yeah, well, yeah. Try your best. Yeah.
Thank you. Any other topic? If not, Ahmad, you are the one on the call.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new week. Let's actually. Not sure if you can see my screen. So last week was a bit rough at the beginning due to the Gitly issues we had, but during the week we became normal again, and around the end of the week we became better. I kicked off the unpause yesterday, so when I wake up I find some packages, and I promoted 4 today. So actually this is a good start of the week. Deployment frequency, we were high last week with 8 compared to the week before with 7. And for the lead time for changes, I think this is also normal, nothing like scary there. Blockers, we have actually 32 blockers this week. Most of them are like the broken master issues. So I'm not sure if we count the numbers, but they were zeros.
Yeah, we should probably take those out of the, not manually, but alter the automation to take those out. Yeah.
Yeah, there were zeros. there in terms of blocking. But we have 25 hours for gprod and 20 hours for gstaging last week. Yeah, most of it, I think, config changes due to Gitly and also the QA maybe. Also staging was down. Basically the GKE zonal cluster was tiered down. So this basically added, I think like 6 hours to the G staging. I also blocked gprod for it because basically it makes sense. But yeah, these were the blockers last week. Let's also take a look at the chart. I think it's here. This is how it looks like now. Yeah,
it's been worse.
yeah, yeah, it's been worse. That's true.
Nice.
I mean,
Why might be so okay.
But line, it looks like the trend line is actually going down, even if you have some spikes still, but go ahead and
Yeah, I mean, like it was worse here when it was like 100. So I think like we are good.
It may be worth, Ahmed, like just monitoring through this week, and maybe on Monday, if the number of packages promoted, like the packages graph, yeah, this one, if that line still looks as high next week, it may be worth altering the branch times and just dropping some of these packages, because it's probably just creating a ton of extra noise if we're like consistently getting like 4 or 5 packages each
During the
day
night,
that we
yeah.
don't need. Like you don't have to drop all of them, but like say if you drop 2 of them, that's a bunch of less pings and less potential less test failures, and it may just quieten things down if we don't need that many packages.
Yeah, it makes sense. Also because sometimes after America's times as well, sometimes we get QA failures and nobody's there to actually fix them or retry them. So basically when I wake up in the morning, I find no packages. So I'll try to alter the
yeah, it might be worth just adjusting. Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
There usually is a pipeline DRI. Don't they retry the failures?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it depends how many we get.
No other questions? Thank you all.
Thank you, Ahmad. Any other topic for the recording? Not?